y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ikea. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining, and if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I am so excited because I finally got my hands on the brand new fragrance from Kayali, which is called Eden Juicy Apple 01, and I am going to share my thoughts with you all. So if that is something that you're interested in, then keep on watching. And before we get started, be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, of course. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and be sure to click on that notification bell so you do not miss out on a single video. Y'all, she is here. I feel like it took me forever to get this fragrance. I don't know why. I mean, it's the holiday time, so the shipping has been taking a little bit longer than normal, but she is finally here and I am ready to spill the tea. So before we get started, I want to say thank you to Kayali because they actually sent me the 1.7 fluid ounce as a gift, and it was such a wonderful surprise. I did not expect that. So thank you so much to Kayali, but this is actually the one that I ended up purchasing myself because, again, I did not know that I was going to be receiving one from Kayali. So I am going to be still sharing my thoughts on this fragrance. All of my thoughts are 100% honest, and I just want to keep it 100 with y'all. Whether I received the product or not, I'm still going to give y'all my honest opinion. So we're just going to get into this fragrance. I'm really excited. First off, let me show you the packaging. It is absolutely beautiful. This really pretty red bottle. Honestly, this is one of my favorite bottles from Kayali. It is so gorgeous. So I feel like this bottle is perfect. It couldn't come at a better time. This screams Christmas. At least the bottle does. Now, this fragrance is supposed to be a really juicy apple fragrance. And honestly, I was a little bit nervous because I don't really gravitate towards really fruity, juicy fragrances. If you've been following me on this channel, then you know that I like warm florals, spicy fragrances, unisex scents. So this is one that I was a little nervous about, but I knew I had to get my hands on it and I knew I had to try it. So unlike most of my first impressions, this fragrance, I actually am aware of the notes because I ended up watching Mona's video that she created, and she shared all of the details of this fragrance. So I watched that video, and then I also saw all of the promotional posts on Instagram. So I am aware of the notes that are in here, but I'm going to just give y'all my first impressions. I'm going to spray it on my tester, then spray it on myself and let y'all know what I think. Okay, so in this fragrance, at the top, in the opening, there is this juicy red apple note. There is also wild berries, jasmine, lychee, vanilla flower, and musk. Honestly, all of those notes do sound really beautiful. I think I was just nervous because of the juicy apple and the lychee. But then I was like, you know, I'm very curious about this because there's jasmine in here and there's vanilla and musk. And I absolutely love vanilla, jasmine, and musk. So again, let's just see what this is all about. So I have my little tester strip here. I'm going to spray the fragrance on my tester first. Woo, I can smell it already. Okay. It is very juicy. It is very juicy, as to be expected, because this is supposed to be like the juiciest fragrance from Kayali. So it's definitely juicy. If you're looking for a juicy scent, this is definitely it. It's very fruity. You definitely can smell that apple in the opening, and it's not too bad. I kind of expected it to be a little sour, but it's not super sour. It's also not super warm either, but it is really fruity. The jasmine kind of kicks in as it's drying down, and the vanilla and musk. I don't really smell any lychee though. I definitely get the apples and the wild berries, but the lychee I'm actually not getting. Okay, let me spray this on my skin just to see what notes kind of stand out to me. Woo, this is a really beautiful fragrance, y'all. This is so beautiful. It's really juicy, as I mentioned before. It's kind of like makes your mouth water kind of juicy. That's what it's giving me. So on my skin, I'm definitely still smelling that apple, the berries as well. And again, as it's drying down, I still smell the jasmine and that vanilla and a little bit of musk. The musk isn't heavy in this fragrance. It's not animalic either. It's just kind of playing in the background a little bit. Yeah, I like this fragrance. This is really beautiful. Now, I will be honest, this is a little different than the other Kayali fragrances. This one is very bright. Yeah, this is really, really beautiful. It's making my mouth water. It's like a delicious apple. Okay, y'all, so here are my thoughts on this fragrance. It's definitely juicy. It's definitely what it was promoted as and how everyone described it. It is a really juicy, fruity fragrance. So if you're not into fruity scents, I'm not really sure if this is going to be one for you because it is extremely fruity. It isn't like a sour tart kind of fruitiness. It's just like juicy and very, very delicious. For me, I feel like if I wear this fragrance, I'm definitely going to have to add some warmth to it by layering. And I know that Mona had mentioned that a great combination would be to layer this with Vanilla 28 or even Deja Vu White Flower. So I'm definitely going to try out those layering combinations that Mona recommended, but I also have another fragrance in mind that I was thinking about layering it with, and that fragrance is from the House of Sillage. This is called Whispers of Seduction, and this is a beautiful apple opening. It's a candied apple. There's also oud in here and some marshmallow, and then there's floral notes in here, so it's a little bit warmer and deeper. I haven't layered this together yet, so I don't exactly know how this smells, but I was just thinking about this fragrance just because that opening has that candy apple, and then there's juicy apple in the opening of the Eden Juicy Apple 01. Now, I will just say though, again, this is a really fruity, juicy fragrance, and I think that this is a beautiful fragrance. To me, I think that this would really stand out and shine in the spring and summer on its own, but if I wear this in the fall and in the wintertime, I'm definitely going to layer it just to make it a little bit warmer. But I do think that this is a really beautiful scent. I'll be quite honest though, it's probably not my favorite from Kayali just because I'm obsessed with Vanilla 28. I'm also really obsessed with Sweet Diamond and Invite Only. But this is still a really beautiful fragrance. I feel like this one is great for the masses, and I definitely agree with Mona. This is a very youthful fragrance. This takes me back to when I first fell in love with fragrances when I was in elementary and middle school, and my mom would buy me fragrances from like Sears and Burlington and TJ Maxx. She would always buy me a fragrance from there, and this kind of takes me back to that vibe. This actually kind of reminds me of a fragrance I used to love back in the day. It was from DKNY, and it was an apple actually, and it was green, but I don't remember the name of it, but it kind of reminds me of that, like the juiciness of that fragrance. It is still really, really beautiful though. Again, I think that this is a great fragrance for the masses. I feel like this is a great blind buy worthy fragrance. It's not offensive. It's not super cloying. And even though it is really fruity, it's not like heavy thickness and syrupy on the fruit. It's a nice balance. Again, I still feel like that jasmine, vanilla, and musk is really balancing out that apple and those wild berries. If you like juicy fragrances and if you don't like something that's like super powerful, that's not like over the top beast mode, I would definitely recommend this. Again, I do think that this is blind buy worthy. It is a great fragrance for the masses as I mentioned, and even I think that this would draw attention to the younger crowd. It's not like super mature, but it's also not super immature. It's a perfect balance. Now for me, I do feel like this fragrance is more feminine. I don't think this is unisex, and I don't think that this is a masculine fragrance. It is pretty feminine, but it is so, so beautiful. As it's completely dried down on my skin, definitely get more of that vanilla and that musk, and it becomes a little bit more sweeter, but also a little bit more warm, but it's not super warm. It's not like one of those really, really deep, spicy fragrances. So I would probably say that I would wear this during the daytime. I probably wouldn't wear this at night unless, again, I'm layering it with another nighttime fragrance. But yeah, that's kind of what I feel about this fragrance. It's really beautiful. The packaging is absolutely stunning. I do think that this is different from the other fragrances from Kayali because most of the Kayali fragrances are very deep. They are sensual, seductive, except citrus, but most of the other ones are pretty sensual. This one is really perfect for any time of year and any occasion. So I'm just going to spray this all over myself though, because this is going to be my scent of the day. Just again, because it is really, really beautiful. Like, good job, Kayali. Y'all came out with another beautiful fragrance, and this one is really different. Like I said, it's different from any of the other fragrances that Kayali has. All right, y'all. So those were my thoughts on the brand new fragrance from Kayali, which is Eden Juicy Apple 01. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts of the fragrance if you've already checked it out. Is it a win for you? Is it a maybe? Or is it a no for you? Also, if you have it on your wish list, let me know if you're planning on checking it out as well. Again, I thank y'all so much for watching this video. Be sure to check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and on TikTok. I will have my handles linked down below in the description box. And I just hope y'all have a great one. I hope you all enjoy your holidays, and I will talk to you later. Bye.